Number 6358, apartment 5.
We got better things to be doing than wasting our time on two dead junkies.
Did I ask your opinion, detective? 2 men dead on U.S. Army issue morphine. That makes it an advice case. Read it.
Yes, sir. You and the lieutenant have some history?
You could say that. We used to be partners. So, you're working with the big boys now, Cole?
Guess so, Roy. I thought homicide was the primo assignment.
That may be the case. I asked for you personally, Phelps. I had to pull a few strings to get you over to advice. How does it feel?
The lieutenant seems to think I'm doing okay.
Okay? Don't get humble on me, Phelps. You're doing great. You're the department pinup boy. War hero and crime fighter. What a combination.
I can assure you I'm no war hero detective.
Let's rouse some hopheads.
What are you doing?
Nice car, Roy. Is it department issue?
No, this is my sled. You can't be seen slumming it in a Nash if you're in Vice, Cole. Meanwhile, we got needle freaks kissing it goodbye all over Central Avenue.
Any in the vicinity officer needs assistance, 1825 North Highland Avenue, 1825 North Highland Avenue. Unit to handle code 2 identify.
Christ alive, this is a nightmare! You're paying for every last scratch.
Who in God's name would eat at that hovel?
People of color.
They really picked a prize shithole for our first date.
One nice thing about egotists.
It's up the stairs, detectives. Round the corner, last door on the left.
I'm all done.
Your show now.
Carruthers,
Phelps?
I've been reassigned to advice.
What have we got?
2 stiffs, overdosed, been dead a couple of days.
Government issue morphine. We use the same syrettes in Okinawa.
Fucking Negro junkies can't take supply this pure.
You know these guys?
I know of them. The younger one's a 2-bit horn player by the name of Cornell Tyree. The other one works in distribution. Started using a little too much of his own product, and Jack D took exception. He wasn't born that ugly. His name's Lamont. Tyrone Lamont.
So who's supplying the drugs?
That's easy. Whoever knocked off the wharves in San Pedro. Jack Dragna, Mickey Cohen. Dope's been all upside down ever since Jimmy Utley started the long walk at Quentin.
You talk about it like it's a system.
It was a system. But those days are long gone.
We are supposed to uphold the law.
Yeah, and we do. But we can't change people. The truth is, everyone wants a license to get a little dirty now and then. Our job is to keep it manageable.
That's how you see it?
See it any other way, and you better forget about being a vice cop.
Can we get on with this? Today, preferably?
All these cops, it's gonna be something big, right?
Black Caesar. From the joint across the street. like something was taped to the bottom of the cup.
These clowns lived on popcorn?
Must have been messy eaters. It's all over the floor. Tyrone Lamont, not even 23 years old. A small chance in life is probably better than no chance. One cigarette is enough to knock you out for combat trauma. Two of them will stop your heart.
I think I've seen it all.
Looks like it was always going to end this way.
Another day. Never the same, are they?
Who is JJ? And why do these two care about his taste in music? They say only the good die young. I hope it was true in your case.
Another day. Find anything interesting?
Some kind of fruit, a bell, and win. Strange doodle. I wonder what's the correlation between love of the needle and love
Another
of the
day,
music.
another dollar.
Another special order from the Caesar.
Catch all the good ones, folks. Find anything interesting? I think I've seen it all.
Took his jolt and drifted off. And I suppose his friend wasn't in any condition to notice that he had stopped breathing. No cooking or preparation. Must have been the easiest fix these two ever had. Street life have no idea how dangerous this stuff is. Another special order from the Caesar. A bit heavy for an empty cup.
Something big, right?
They've been getting their fix right over the counter in broad daylight.
The Emperor across the street appears to shift a lot of popcorn. Let's shake him down.
You're behind the wheel.
Do we know where we're going?
Right. Let's wrap this up before I actually have to work overtime instead of just claiming for it.
You're a true inspiration to us all, Roy. Help you? Detectives Phelps and Durrell, LAPD. We're inquiring into the deaths
Hand over the popcorn, numbskull, before we kick the door in. Get that son of a bitch!
me out, man. They're trying to kill me. You gotta help me out.
What the hell going on here? Morgan! That you?
You picked the wrong cop, you fucking animals.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson.
Not the face!
I ain't scared of you.
You freak of nature.
What's your name?
Morgan.
Half an answer is no answer to me, asshole.
Fleetwood Morgan.
Keep an eye on him, Roy, while I take a look around.
Keep very still, Fleetwood. Don't give me an excuse to shoot you.
This doesn't pertain to the case. No good to me.
Morphium.
What is America going to understand?
Might not be filling, but I'm sure it's satisfying. Should be stamped on the reverse by the issuer.
Maybe Morgan can give us something on this Jones character. Not everything here is going to be relevant.
These number slips might affect your tone, Fleetwood.
About time we heard what Fleetwood here has to say, Cole.
Help me out.
Get the kid's story. He's a small fry, but he could give us someone bigger.
We're inquiring about the deaths of 2 men in an apartment across the street, Fleetwood. We want answers.
Of course. I'll do my best, mister.
You sold the drugs to Cornell Tyree and Tyrone Lamont.
Oh, I sell fried steaks and black-eyed peas.
You're lying, Fleetwood. We know that you supplied them.
I don't know nothing about no drugs. All I do is my 10 hair flipping burgers. Can you prove any different? I work here days and play my horn nights. Why don't you fellas cut me some slack?
We have you for the hop and resisting arrest. Tell us about the numbers if you want our help.
Look, the numbers are the white man's tax on poor folk. All right, now, what else you want to know?
We have an address on the slips. We're gonna go down there now and rat you out, Fleetwood. Tell whoever it is that you rolled over and gave them up.
No. Look, I've been cooperative, okay? Now you gotta help me some.
Fleetwood, I'm going to speak personally to the judge on your behalf.
A name, Fleetwood.
Well, he's a real slick dude. Wears a hat and swings a cane. Goes by the name of Merlin. All right, I ain't got a last name.
Tell us what you know about Jermaine Jones.
What's to know? All he's supposed to be is some booking agent. That's his job, anyway.
So you just keep this food hut setup going for kicks? Do you think we're stupid, Fleetwood?
I'd be very fucking careful how you answer that.
Well, Jermaine is moving that shit for some gangster Jew boy motherfucker. That's all I know. Look, I do what I'm told, and I'm happy to have work.
See you at the station, Fleetwood.
You're gonna help me, right?
Of course, kid. You helped us out. We always like to repay a favor. Can you see that Fleetwood gets a nice cell, Wallace? One with a window and a nice fresh pillow.
That's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jermaine Jones musical booking agency.
Just a moment, Detective. Jermaine Jones. The office is listed as 5528 Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks for your help.
About a week ago, this guy murdered his wife and dumped her body. That's the cop who put him away. Look, that's the latest thing.
The heck? I heard you were in the Blue Room the other night. Shouldn't you have been at home? Tucked in bed with the wife and kids?
Where I go is your business?
It couldn't have had anything to do with a certain delightful but damaged German girl, could it?
I don't know what you're talking about, Roy. How was Hopgood?
Who?
Marlon Hopgood, your informer. He was my corroborating witness in the Mitchell case.
Oh, right. Marlon. You're not still sore about that, are you? You made the case without him.
He was an accessory to the abuse of the girl, Roy.
As long as Hollywood exists, it's going to be chewing up starry-eyed little girls. Marlon was small time. He caught the big fish. And look how much good it did your career.
All units in the vicinity and any central unit. Citizen reports of 415 at 7th and Central. Unit to handle code 2. Identified.
Out of the car, police. What are you doing? trying to mow them down? Watch out for the pedestrians! Look where you're going! You're really starting to annoy me.
Look at this place. I'm guessing not much talent comes out of this talent agency.
Here we are. Jermaine Jones, 238.
Hey, who let you in?
Jermaine Jones.
Don't bother getting up. Your flunky Fleetwood Morgan just snitched you out.
I wasn't planning to. Now, you think you could tell me who the hell you are?
LAPD. We'd like to take a look around.
The hell you will, motherfucker. You carrying a warrant?
No, do we need one? Search the place, Cole.
What do you think you're gonna find, policeman? Huh? You ain't allowed to do this. I got rights.
I hope none of this stuff is purloined, Mr. Jones.
I have a receipt for that thing. Somewhere.
Circumstantial. Maybe if... No. Doesn't tell me anything.
You boys looking for work? What kind of actor you supposed to be?
Scott Phantom. Fine radio. Shortwave, AM and FM. My father has a Scott.
line and threat.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for Ramez Removals. That's Ramez, R-A-M-E-Z.
Just checking. Ramez Removals, corner Sunset and Wilton. Owned by a Jose Victor Ramez.
Thanks.
Oh, Susie, you are so bad.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
The cop that arrested that movie producer. About time some of those movie people went to jail. They think you touched it.